everyone, it's Kaylee again, unofficial CFO and unpaid intern, here to go over some gameplay for Wild 1. Now we know you're busy, so we'll be in and out in under 4 minutes. As we developed Wild 1, we attempted to balance skill and ability with an element of randomness. We also focused on creating a quick playing game with high replayability. Wild 1 is played with 2 to 5 players, and the game typically takes 20 to 30 minutes. The premise is simple. Start at 1, stay at 1. If you can do that, you'll be named the legendary Wild 1. But be wary of the wilds. Those who like you will become great allies. Those who don't like you, however, will be a huge pain in the rear. Playing income and expense cards will change your total each round. Sometimes you'll play on your own stack. Sometimes you'll play on someone else's stack. And every now and then, the wilds will jump into the fray. You'll need to remember your total throughout the entire game as you attempt to stay as close as possible to 1. Counting your stack is not allowed, except in very limited circumstances, and there will be many games where the possibility of counting doesn't even come up. That's one of the random elements of the game. So, never count on being able to count.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay. Here's the setup for a 3-player game. Each player places their initial 1 in front of them along with wild cards randomly dealt to them. Each player also receives 2 count tokens. Players are dealt 4 income and expense cards. A draw pile for income and expense cards and another draw pile for stack cards are placed near the center of the table. The active player reveals the top card of the stack deck, and then players each play a card in turn, beginning with the active player and proceeding clockwise. The active player token is rotated and the next round starts. The stack cards let players know where they are to play their income and expense cards for that round: own, other, or any. Here is an example of players playing cards on their own stacks. Here, they are playing on other stacks. Here, they are playing on any stack. Two other cards might come up in the stack deck. One is the Wild Ride. When that appears, each player, starting with the active player and continuing clockwise, has the option of playing one of their wild cards. Wilds have a variety of different abilities. Some wilds are played once and discarded, while others remain in the game and can be played again later. The other card that occasionally comes up is a count card. When that happens, players who are unsure of their current total can choose to use one of their tokens to count their deck. The player will now know their total for sure, but at the end of the game, remaining tokens can be used to adjust a score up or down. By using a token, the player is sacrificing flexibility at the end of the game for certainty of their current total in the moment. Play continues until the stack deck is exhausted or all the income and expense cards are played. Players total their stacks, including all applicable wilds, and the player closest to 1 is the winner. Start at 1, stay at 1, become the Wild 1. It's simple. Just watch out for Granny. Thanks for watching!